Fans of Downton Abbey have been eagerly following the beloved British period drama ever since it first graced the small screen in 2010. The show's lavish portrayal of early 20th century aristocracy, with its intricate family dynamics and historical drama, captivated audiences worldwide. Following the successful television run, the story continued with two big-screen adaptations, Downton Abbey, 2019, and Downton Abbey, A New Era, 2022. Both movies reignited the fervor for the Crawley family saga, bringing back familiar faces and introducing new plotlines that delighted longtime fans. Among the returning cast was Matthew Goode, who played the charming and somewhat complex Henry Talbot, the racing driver and eventual husband of Lady Mary Crawley, Michelle Dockery. His character's arc added an exciting dimension to the series, blending romance, drama, and a touch of rebellion. However, as fans speculated about the possibility of a third Downton Abbey movie, Matthew Goode recently made it clear that he won't be returning, and he shared thoughtful insights as to why. In a candid interview, Goode reflected on his decision not to reprise the role of Henry Talbot for the upcoming third movie. Rather than framing it as regret or disappointment, he described it as a natural progression for both himself and the franchise. "I think maybe it's a good thing," Goode said, emphasizing that sometimes stepping away allows the story and the characters to breathe and evolve organically. Matthew Goode explained that revisiting a character repeatedly over a prolonged period can become creatively limiting. When you play a role for a long time, you sometimes feel that you said everything there is to say through that character. You don't want to dilute what made it special by forcing more stories where there might not be new ground to explore, he said. This thoughtful perspective reflects a rare maturity in an industry often driven by sequels and endless reboots. Goode's choice not to return also speaks to the evolving nature of Downton Abbey itself. The franchise began as a television series that brilliantly captured a snapshot of history and social change, and while the two movies have extended the narrative beautifully, there is an inherent risk in stretching the storyline too far. Matthew highlighted the importance of preserving the integrity and emotional weight of the story. The magic of Downton was always in its timing, its period, and the characters' journeys. Sometimes it's better to leave things on a high note rather than overstay your welcome. This stance is particularly relevant given the current entertainment landscape, where many franchises struggle with franchise fatigue. Goode's comments hint at a conscious choice to protect the legacy of Downton Abbey rather than chase commercial success at the expense of quality storytelling. It's a reminder that sometimes restraint is the best creative decision. Fans may wonder what this means for Lady Mary's storyline, given her pivotal relationship with Henry Talbot. Goode suggested that the character's future might continue to be explored in other ways, perhaps allowing Mary's narrative to focus on new challenges and developments without necessarily involving Henry. "Mary is such a strong, fascinating character. Her story will always find ways to move forward," he said. "Henry's chapter feels complete for now." Interestingly, Matthew Goode has also been focusing on other creative ventures, including a variety of film and television projects outside the Downton universe. This diversification shows his desire to explore different roles and stories, which aligns with his comments about wanting to keep his artistic work fresh and varied. The actor's decision not to return for the third Downton Abbey movie might disappoint some fans who have grown fond of Henry Talbot's character, but it also opens up new possibilities for the franchise and the actors involved. It allows for fresh narratives and new characters to be introduced, keeping the Downton Abbey world alive and evolving. As Downton Abbey continues to enchant audiences with its blend of history, romance, and social commentary, Matthew Goode's perspective offers a valuable reminder about the nature of storytelling. Sometimes knowing when to step back is just as important as knowing when to step in. His choice to move on from Henry Talbot preserves the character's charm and significance, leaving the door open for a future where the story can grow in exciting new directions, without losing the essence that made it beloved in the first place.